How about new?
Let me just grab this. Yep, put that there, zap that. Grab this here little voice module, insert that, add the BBL, and oh my god, Care Baby, you're back!
Back with a vengeance, and Mac got extended. More than an arrest, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. Ops getting red, leave them dead, like redemption. In this paint, pick a black red. In this paint, pick a black red. In this paint, pick a black red. In this paint, pick a black
It's all with my woody on the kitchens like I'm Cuddy. Mr. Krabs, you know I'm right here. Bobby so racy, peasy. I got the mag, I press delete. I press the trigger of the crab, man. I'm itching for the curse like I had an STD. You not a crab, you a rap boy. Talking to police, huh, fat boy. I catch you when he lacking any traffic in my chopper automatic, so you know it's gonna clip. I got pearls on my neck, I'm in the Tom bucket. I got pearl giving neck, don't see a calm bucket. You already saw these niggas, you can't unsuck it. Yo, daddy crappin', I'm a demon, he should run, bro. Yo, get up to die, and original the foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We should leave by the leader, like, whoa, 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 whoa. We should leave by the leader, like, whoa, 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 yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the sponge too. How the fuck a fully grown man doing kung fu? Plus I heard him round that clam, him and Squiddy hit that can, and he showed him what that tongue do. Back with a vengeance, and Mac got extended. More than an OS, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. Ops getting red, leave 'em dead like redemption. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red.
Get up to die, and original the foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We should leave by the leader, like, whoa, 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 whoa. We should leave by the leader, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, cookie cake crab on the stove with a formula. Whipping the bikini, generalita. Sipping on the leady while I'm leaning to the bicycle. Bumping up a crest like paparazzi, almost like remote. Got my wife back with a brand new Harmon. Till that whole pearl I upgraded to a diamond. The whale pussy got a little axe wound style, and I know that she a stand, so I gotta keep shining. Sipping red rum like Kubrick. Hit your blast burn like a Rubik's. Hit your headline like a nose grip. Breaking news, SpongeBob is fucking useless. I saw your fucking comments on my vid, bitch. Saying I can't rape, I'm a bitch. You fucking fake fans on some bitch shit I cannot stand, like the fucking Paralympics.
Back with a vengeance, and Mac got extended. More than an OS, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. Ops getting red, leave 'em dead like redemption. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red.
Oh, I love that song. That song is amazing. Hello, guys. Thank you, Nerdy John, for introducing that to me. I'm sure that it's been around for a while, but Nerdy was the one that introduced me to it originally. Hi, guys. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How is everybody today? I am doing good, Pidgey. Hope you guys are hope you're doing good. I hope everybody else is doing good too. Got some new people in chat. Hello, A persons. Is that the only one that I saw? And I can't say your name. The M dude. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that. If you could tell me, that'd be wonderful. Anyway, we were all screaming in the chat for your presence. Oh, were you? Well, I am here. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be very, very interesting. I don't know how long we'll be going for, but there is a lot of stuff that has came up with this that Maggot was kind enough to get ready for tonight. So I am kind of going to learn this a little bit as I go. I don't know how much Maggot knows, but I think that she might know a little bit more than me. We'll see. But this is... No, we are not bullying me tonight, Beckett. No. Anyway. But we are... But yeah, so we'll see how far we get, I guess. But yeah, this is a rather interesting situation, from what I've been able to tell. So, let me go ahead and unmute here. Hello, my dear.
Yo.
Yo, hello.
What's up?
Hi. Okay, so I have the tweets that you sent to me. Let me get those.
Start with the...
Hold up here. Yeah.
I would start with the first image that I posted, and not the first tweet.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, I see what yeah, I have that pulled up. So, I pulled up the first 4 images, or the first 4 things. The last one was that image. So,
Yeah, start
Okay.
with that image. Yeah.
okay. All right. Before I share with the class, let me just make sure that I got the right thing pulled up. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, the first one that we're going to go over is this tweet.
Oh, before we even hop into this,
Oh,
I guess I should probably say I actually don't really know all that much about Hunter Avallone. I know that he's like really disliked
Yeah, from what I could gather, yeah.
in a lot of circles, including commentary. And I do remember him from like when I was watching a lot of right-wing content.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like a big deal because he is like a notoriously horrible grifter. So, yeah, I guess I understand why people dislike him, but yeah. To be honest, I'm almost tempted to not even start with this and just start with like the lore video that I posted.
You want to do
Because
that
it's
instead?
funny. Yeah, because it's funny.
Oh, good lord. Okay. But yeah, so what I know about him is I know that he's very a left-leaning person as far as I know. He debated Keffels. He's debated BX Bullet, I think, at one point too. He's gotten into arguments with people, like different people on Twitter, about some takes and stuff. I know. And again, I could be totally wrong, but I think he either used to be or is friends with or friendly with Vosh, I think.
Yeah, so that comes up because I did actually for once watch the lore video before I just posted it, because usually I don't watch anything.
Yay, proud of you.
I did actually watch it this time, and it does come up in there.
Oh,
I
this
think.
one? Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it talks about how he was right wing, and he
Oh.
became friendly with Bosch at some
I've looked good
point,
enough for these political
Oh,
streamers.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
and
So-
that was sort of what transitioned him over, I guess, to being
Oh, I
a
gotcha.
leftist.
Okay, so this
Maybe
is
not the best place to start, but
Yeah, no, I mean we can try. I mean, yeah, we're good. This is more
No,
of a
I mean-
research stream.
no, I mean-
Research.
turning leftist over somebody like Vosh is probably not the best way to start
Yeah.
off your political career, but whatever. What do I know?
Well, I mean, again, I don't know very much about Vosh really.
Vosh is
either.
a fucking weirdo, bro. He's a fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
yeah. I will say that he's very, very strange. I know that much, but I don't really know the lore behind Vosh really either, because again, I hear his name on occasion. Like, I think the one time that I heard his name like come up more prominently was oh gosh, did he debate Destiny at one point too?
Vosh? Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
think that might have been when I first really started hearing about him, was during that type of when all that was going on.
Mhm.
But Beckett said something in here in chat that I think will help. He used to be
Oh,
right
speaking
now
of Beckett,
Yeah, go ahead.
speaking of Beckett, I was gonna say, Beckett, if you want to call in, because I know you probably know more about Hunter Avallone than both me and KHuck
Oh yeah,
combined.
there you
so
go. Perfect. Yeah, Beckett, if
if
you
you
want to
wanna
call
call
in,
in-
let us know. Yeah, that'd be great. And you can give us because we know the from what it sounds like, and I think that I thought that would be the case. So we know kind of the bare minimum to a certain
Yeah.
degree, besides like what we've seen on Twitter and stuff like that, and the different things that we've seen off and on. So, but
it's like
Oh, there
a
he is.
chance to talk about politics. Let's go.
You didn't waste no time, did you, sir? Hello.
Yeah, I was watching a bit. I'm gonna go to sleep at some point, but I thought I'd jump
No,
in.
that's okay. Well, thank you for calling in. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm tired and I've
Yeah.
got a bug. So
Yeah.
I'm slightly fucking dying. Fuck.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you did like a 5-hour stream the other day. Jesus.
Well, I did like a 5-hour stream, and then so on Saturday I did like a 5-hour stream in the morning, and then I got up and then did another like 6 hours that night. So.
Jesus Christ. You don't grind, sir.
Ugh.
Well, it's just like I don't know. I just had a load of fucking things to cover. So I was gonna stream tonight, but I just don't feel up to it. I think I've just burnt myself out. But
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, so this video that Maggot posted is the Hunter Avallone cries in front of wife, instantly regrets it. Do you know what this video is? It's by who's it by?
Yeah, he was just talking about it in chat a
Bungie?
minute ago.
Big
so like
Bungie?
Hunter's law is really weird.
Mhm.
Like he's been around for ages. Used to be fairly big. He's got a decent sub count. That's diminished over time. He used to be a right winger, turned into a left winger. I think my only real interaction with him is through his ex-wife. I don't know if they're actually divorced yet, but because he did a lot of like atheist content.
Mhm.
I think the biggest recent blow up before obviously, the fucking attempted murder suicide was his marriage collapsed this year this year.
Mhm.
And that was covered quite a lot in Twitch poll, because while his marriage was collapsing and he'd said all this shit to Sneeko about what a real man is and all this stuff, like a load of messages came out with his wife of her basically wanting to get fucked and go into prostitution or like making porn and shit.
Oh Jesus.
So it was really weird, and it like, I don't know, it sounded to me like at the time she was in a really bad place and being manipulated by a guy who was clearly just a fucking pimp, who then released revenge porn of her. It was a whole fucking thing.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a little bit fucking insane.
Wow.
But
Well-
yeah, Hunter's one of these that I don't know, it's one of those where, what's a good way to put it? Hunter hasn't been very good at shutting the fuck up when he should shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a bit of a weird one. As for Vosh, because I know you were asking. So Vosh used to be a Destiny Orbiter way back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they fell out very badly over time, particularly over the Rittenhouse stuff.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they seem to be sort of repairing that bridge more recently. But yeah, that's the major one. And obviously
Gotcha.
Vosh has a load of things that people fucking hate him for. You'll hear a lot of horse jokes. I think that's the main
Oh, God.
thing.
That's why I
he-
wanted to start with this video, because it's funny.
I've
So
heard
funny.
something about him and horses too. I think I don't know what exactly. I probably will know once I hear
Well,
it.
you're
Though.
in for a surprise. Yeah.
But I do know. Oh, what was I just thinking of with Vosh? I know that he went on Tim Pool a long time ago. To debate Charlie Kirk from
actually
the Daily
really
Wire,
good.
or not
That's a
Daily
really
Wire.
really good debate.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was actually from. I remember watching that. I think I watched it live.
Yeah.
Like a year or two ago, or however long it was that happened, and it was actually really good. It was actually a really really good debate. I thought that they both did really well. But yeah, Charlie Kirk's not from the Daily Wire. Where the hell is he from? Young something America? I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so I do
like
remember
young
watching
Republican
that. Yeah.
movements, actually.
Hi, Victor. Hi, Latchkey Goth Boy. I love your name. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this video.
Sure, I'll watch a bit of it with you. Maybe I
Sure.
can hopefully fill in a couple of gaps of my
that'd be
memory.
great.
There's Stardust mentions in here too, by the way, since I did actually watch the video. They're kind of rude, but obviously we love Stardust here, so.
Yes, we love our Stardust. I actually got to talk to her last night. That was actually a lot of fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are ready to begin. Okay, give me a second here. Let me share with you guys. Alright. You guys can see the video still, right?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, cool. I had to share with the rest of the class because I had to be a good host. Okay, alrighty, let's go.
To sort them all into their unique categories. Those categories being crazy transgender, beta male cuck whose girlfriend hates him, and pedophile. Hunter Avallone is a very interesting figure because he's showing us what iDubbbz is going to be within about 5 years. He even made a video on his old self like iDubbbz did. Hunter has always been a grifter. He used to make anti-SJW content when that was popular. He made videos on Gamergate whilst self-admittedly not even knowing what Gamergate was. He garnered a large amount of success through this grifting. However, at a certain point, he was groomed by a small streamer called Vorsh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It is possible for an adult and a child.
Oh, I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yes. Oh, that made my skin flip and crawl. Oh. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was such
Am I
bad.
just
Oh my god.
overexposed to this shit where I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it's Vosh. Like, I'm just like, yeah, it's fucking what do you expect?
I mean,
It's Vosh.
maybe.
I was gonna say, I think there's more than one clip like this that exists anyways. Like, this is not even the
Yeah,
only time
there's-
he said it. There's
There's
multiple
multiple.
times.
Some of them, to be totally balanced, are clipped out of context.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's probably like I think again he does this a lot of the fucking intellectualizing of like if you can't understand the intellectual argument of why somebody might feel this way or think this, and it's your problem. It's like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no,
Shut
I
up.
agree. Yeah, shut the hell up. Yeah, no, I agree. This is the first time I've actually gotten a good look at him. Why does he look like if Michael Alberto and Ben Shapiro had a weird love child?
Ew. What? That's a weird one.
that-
All right.
that-
All right, Izzy,
okay.
that's weird. I don't know if I agree with that even.
I don't know. Vosh just looks strange. He's got the weird man bun there, and it's just no.
Not even a very impressive man bun, to
It
be
is
fair.
not. It is not. No, not at all.
Have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes.
He goes into the Vorsh complex,
That's so
meets a girl,
daddy.
then comes out forever changed, immediately turns on his own audience, immediately reverses all his public opinions, essentially destroys his entire career in a week by claiming that big tech.
Oh, not Vosh. Hunter. Hunter looks like that apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I thought you were
now
talking
we-
about Ross.
Now,
That's
yeah,
what
so
we
did
were-
I. Yeah, that's
that.
why I was confused. I'm like, I'll just go with it, smile and nod, Pidgey. But no, that makes sense. You're right.
Just,
Okay.
Does
just
it censor?
quickly for interest points. The
Mhm.
people, some of the people on this panel are also fucking insane. So Phil KOE is like a crazy fucking radio host.
Mhm.
The Dylan Burns, I think some people might know anyway, is doing a lot of
Yeah.
Ukraine coverage. He's actually
Yeah.
a really nice
I think
guy.
I actually follow him on Twitch. 'cause I
Yeah,
get
Dylan's really cool.
Yeah, I
at
know
the
Dylan,
bottom, like Prime Kai at the bottom left is really sound unlike Prime, but like actual Jake, the dude in the fucking corn costume, I debated him on something, and he said the word. He told me that the issue was patriarchy over 100 times in 6
Oh,
hours.
Jesus.
It's just never fucking
Oh, I know.
ending.
Yeah, and I know Sean. Sean is actual Justice Warrior. I know Sean. Yeah, this. Do you guys know who he is right here? Sean.
Oh, he
Oh, yeah.
popped up when I was doing some research on Hunter earlier because I think he made a video about him too.
Yeah. This is. I know actual Justice Warrior. Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, he's made some videos that kind of made me raise an eyebrow a little bit, but other than that, that's really about it. I don't mind him. He's
I just noticed that one guy that's standing up in front of an American
oh
flag.
that one. Yeah, Phil KOE.
Yeah.
That's the crazy ass one, right, Bucket?
Yeah.
Well, they're all, like,
Phil's
kind
a
of
lot
insane,
fun,
but-
but he's insane.
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
Right-wing opinions, despite the fact that he has had videos on his channel removed for expressing his right-wing opinions. Then he starts shit-talking Nick Fuentes whilst simultaneously ducking a debate with him. A bunch of Nicholas Fuentes' alt-right cuck friends are currently crying their little eyes out over the fact that I think conservative censorship is an overblown victim mentality. Shouldn't you guys be working through your emotional issues after your wife ditched you for black guys?
Oh my god.
And then
What?
This happened basically to him. It's fucking
Right?
great.
Yeah, well, I've heard a
Exact
little
thing.
bit about that, so you can fill us in on that later if you want. But I've heard a little bit about that.
That's what this whole video is about.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
That one didn't age quite so well.
Hold on. Now, this is
On their
platform, sure.
To be fair, and I think, and you can probably agree with me, it's a lot calmer than a Badwick stream. Just saying.
No, honestly, this seems more hellish than Turd Island. You know, at least there, you know, everybody's like, well, I mean, I guess fair enough. These guys all kind of like retards too. Never mind.
Well, they're not. To me, they're not. Well, right now they're not in this, but yeah, in this maybe they were louder. I don't know, but yeah.
If you want it here,
This is what I imagine hell is like. They say that private censorship doesn't exist, and then when somebody gives them an example, they go, "Oh no, it's a private company. They can do what they want."
Okay, all right. Well, who's to decide? The companies that determine the TOS. Pretty easy not to slur.
Okay, what's with the dude in the corn costume? What
Are we really questioning this?
I fucking hate Jay. I know so much fucking actual J Claw. I fucking hate that guy.
Okay.
It's like he's a massive SJW, but you know how you get so like what's a good way to put it? Like when I was talking to him, like his partner kept saying that my refusal to say that I was a feminist was directly contributing to rape culture and the objectification of women.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And then somebody messaged me afterwards and was like, you know, she does OnlyFans, right? Like, she's,
Oh god.
she's
Oh
like,
my God.
being like, you can't objectify women.
Wow.
And then being like, yeah, but you couldn't, like, buy my OnlyFans.
Oh Jesus
Only
Christ.
$5.99. $5.99, guys. It's on sale. Get away
But,
from them.
Right? Oh Jesus Christ.
Jesus. But yeah, like, his community, like, I know a couple of people from his community, and they're actually, some of them are pretty cool. But yeah, Jake's, I don't know, just he's now just a random stoner basically. And the community he has is slowly dwindling.
Gotcha.
But that's pretty much it. He constantly, I think the most people are going to know him if they watch Destiny, where he had an insane argument against Destiny and just basically came out looking completely fucking unhinged. So,
Oh.
you know.
Oh boy.
To be fair, that happens a lot to people.
Yeah, I mean that is the general process. You
Mhm.
get pissed at Destiny, you go and argue with them, and come out looking like a lunatic. So
Oh, kind of like
that's-
how what's his face? Darius. Darius came out looking. Well, I don't know if he ever debated him, but he was an orbiter. You know who Darius is, don't you, Beckett?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Darius, because
Mhm.
Darius. Well, this is the joke with Melina at the moment. Like Melina's basically left Destiny for a guy who threatened to kill himself if she didn't.
Yes.
Which is basically what Darius said when she
Yep.
stopped wanting to see him.
Yep.
It's just-
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yep.
But Darius is if you ever want to watch something really fucking bizarre, Darius went out and stayed with Grace Thorpe.
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
yes.
yeah, actually, I remember that.
Yes.
Girl.
Like,
Covered
girl
it.
who's,
Xylee
like,
covered
fucking
that,
her
yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
And the entire thing is like an insane mess.
Yep.
It's actually quite funny.
Yep. Yeah, Xylee
Um,
covered all that. Yeah. Or I think she covered a couple of, maybe it was one video that she covered in like a couple different streams. I'm not sure. But she covered a good chunk of that not that long ago. I do remember that. Oh God,
Yeah,
that
she
was
covered
insane.
Covered when Darius was like with her at her dad's house or something, and they
Yeah.
called the cops or whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that to happen? You want up companies to do whatever they want? Okay. Hey, you want a pizza, man? Yeah, I want a pizza. Let me sort that one out for you. Why are you, why are you doing it out there on the streets? You might be the big man, but in here, within the four walls of Antonio's, you are my bitch! You can't do this, you can't do this, it's illegal! Oh, private company! Private company, I can do whatever I want to you! Now, put on this dress. Watch how this man's physiognomy deteriorates over time. Using AI, we can determine what
Is
he
it
may
wrong
look
that I
like in a
loved
few
this
years'
video?
time.
I loved every second of it. I still
No,
love
this
every
is really
second.
funny. This is great. I like this too. I like this too. This is awesome.
Hunter's big thing in debates was to pull up a picture of himself and his wife and say, I'm the Chad. I live the trad life and they live the mad life. As it turns out, he was actually living the sad life with a bad wife. This black guy called Kingston Hawk, you can already tell where it's going once I said black guy. He lost the debate to Hunter.
Oh,
Fucking
damn.
God. Disavow. Strongly
Disavow
disavow.
too. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm not disavowing shit. It's fucking funny.
I'm not. It's funny, yes, but that's so wrong. Oh
No,
my God.
no, I don't care. I don't
Terrible.
care. Cry, you snowflakes. I don't care.
Fine.
Right? And then he set up a villainous plot to ruin his entire life. He started talking to the guy's wife in DMs, rizzed her up, got her talking about Hunter's shrunken balls and erectile dysfunction, convinced her to start an OnlyFans where Hunter was in the videos fucking her. He then critiques
Oh,
Hunter's
Jesus
sexual
Christ.
performance to his wife in the DMs, whilst Hunter's wife is talking about how badly she wants to fuck him. This culminates in Hunter's wife wanting to be paid $7,000 in return for her participation in what we in the industry may call an interracial piss gangbang. So basically,
This all started. I don't know if you caught that, but this all started because he got pissed off at Hunter during a debate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's fucking insane, bro.
Oh my
Just
God.
like, Jesus fucking Christ.
That
It's
is
so
crazy. Oh, hold on. We got 420 from Pidgey. What did Pidgey have to say? Oh God, Hunter looks like if Daft Peanut somehow got whiter.
It's kind of great though. Okay. For reals. I don't know anything about this guy. He probably a piece of shit. But like, you gotta admire the like level of dedication.
Yeah.
That he was so pissed that he lost the date. Then he went on to like fuck this guy.
Oh my God, that is just nuts. That is crazy.
So good.
Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
Maybe I
Typically.
should get back into Twitch poll. After watching it more.
You know what? Actually, I could. That would be fun for you. I think. I don't know. Well, I don't know. How long do you think? Well, no. I think that you'd be okay at it. I think you'd be okay with it.
No, I don't want to actually do it. I'll just watch
Oh, you just want to watch
Fight.
it? Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already said that we're adopting Xylee. When she actually gets cancelled for something she's done, I'm gonna adopt Xylee into Twitch.
Good luck canceling her. I'm just saying. Like, there's already been so many different cancellations on her. I mean, come on now.
They've tried.
They've tried and failed. Yes.
he won the debate.
Almost anything. I draw the line at drinking/eating urine or feces.
Oh my God.
I'm fine to have them pee on me though.
Oh my
Oh, well,
God.
there you go. Not the eyes.
Oh God,
Salvo
that's so
flashback.
gross. First thing I thought of was Salvo. That's so. Oh, that's so great. Oh, gross. Not great. Gross. Gross.
It's great. It's
Disavow.
That's
Disavow.
great.
Of the mouth. That's
just-
a no-go.
just-
That's
just-
good, isn't it? You know, at least she's still got a
Okay.
dignity. Imagine you're
I'm gonna
losing a
clip
trans
that later.
debate,
No,
and
you're
then
not. I did not
Let
mean to
me
say
clip
great.
that
I meant
later.
to say
I'm
gross.
gonna clip it. You're not stop.
just turn around and hit him with
Fine.
the "I'm fucking your wife." And then you start pulling up nudes. All of the nudes in his video, by the way, were completely uncensored. He didn't censor
is the
fucking any of them.
craziest shit to me, bro.
Fully visible. The reason he released it was because some fucking dude in his DMs or something told him that they were chatting shit behind his back, and then the girl didn't respond to any of his messages for like a fucking hour, so he just leaked every single nude he had of her publicly.
She just wants to fuck mad dick.
Oh my
That's what
God.
I like about me is I told her stories about when we was in high school, how we had homies that were girls, and we weren't possessive over them. Like, you could come to the crib, fuck me one day, fuck the homie the next day, fuck the homie the next day, and you were still accepted amongst the crew. We just shared all the girls with everybody.
We were not possessive of these women. We treated these women like dogs. That being said, don't you ghost me, you bitch. Hunter's been coping over this one hard. He does not want to admit that all his haters were right. They said for years, this woman will ruin your life. She'll cheat on you. She'll leave you. And you know what? They were right the whole time. Carissa and I did OnlyFans work together for a bit. But getting paid to have sex with my then wife is nothing short of a ball baller move. I don't even fuck without making money. Your wife needs to be paid to have sex with you?
Alright.
Yeah, right. Your wife needs to be paid to have sex with you.
I mean, if they were okay, to be fair enough, if they were married, then technically they were both making money.
Yeah.
Since he was in the videos too,
Yeah,
so like
from
not
what it,
just her getting paid, but yeah.
From what it sounds like they were, yeah. But oh Jesus Christ.
I don't know why you're bragging about that. Any screenshots showing Carissa showing interest in sexual engagement with other people was after we had separated and agreed to divorce. This can be verified by comparing my tweet announcing the divorce and the dates aligned on any messages. People did check, and the messages were from before the separation. He later walks this back and claims that he was aware of the messages the whole time, which makes him an even bigger cuck. Lastly, the OnlyFans thing was meant to be anonymous, so the scumbag who made the video and spread his false narrative also violated her privacy and broke the law by spreading revenge porn.
Can you pause?
He also walks that one back and
Beckett, do you know, did he ever pursue that legally, or his wife?
I don't believe so. But I've not sort of heard. The whole thing sort of blew up so much that I imagine Hunter probably wanted to kick it into the dirt, but because it's revenge, like the one thing that they could probably go after him for was revenge porn. I think that would be a pretty easy claim to make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it would require like his ex-wife going to the police and doing that. So I think it's up to her, not him, basically.
Right.
And I imagine they've got other things to deal with, frankly.
Yeah, now they do. Well, they've been divorced now, right? Are they still divorced, or are they?
I actually don't know whether whether like what the legal state of them is, but yeah, I mean, the fact that he got shot at for dating.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
probably separated at the very least.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking initially. Was that I was thinking either they were divorced or they were separated because of what obviously transpired. So I wasn't sure but I didn't know if they were still legally married or what that's, because I had heard, I think, when the story broke about what had happened, that they were still somewhat together, or that they were still legally married, I think. But again,
divorce takes ages.
Yeah.
I imagine it's not a quick process.
No, I mean, no, it doesn't have anything. Whether they're separated. But I was just curious. I wasn't sure if they were still legally married or not, or what the situation was. I was just morbidly curious.
Claims that the images weren't from her OnlyFans.
People are saying, like, weren't they already available? But no, they actually weren't. Those pictures were
there's
not
a girl
already available on OnlyFans.
So the final story is, she sexted the guy, took private nudes and then sent them to him, described in great detail how they were going to have sex, told him she wanted a cream pie gangbang, told him she was bringing in dudes from Tinder to have sex with her, told him she wanted to fuck a camel, and was talking about how Hunter had performance issues, all before the divorce, and Hunter was completely aware of all these messages, and in his own words, he sees absolutely nothing wrong with this, and only insecure betas think otherwise. Verdict, he's a cuck. He was also making wojaks about his divorce. Man was straight gonna go into magistrate's court like, Your Honor, as you can see on this diagram, I have depicted myself as the Chad. You have completely escalated.
Oh my god! Wow.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you ever look at, like, there is one thing that I do think occasionally, like, I meet people and they're like, I want to be a massive content creator, I want to be famous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, have you seen what happens to these people who become massive famous content creators? Like, no one's life is normal. no one's life is like, it's I don't know what it is about becoming like a fucking e-celeb, but everyone's lives are just fucked into the ground like within a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, no one just takes the money and runs. I don't get it.
Yeah.
No, they blow it all. Like a certain Boogie.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Boogie is a perfect example of that.
Yeah,
exactly.
like Boogie's a great example, but also so someone like Illuminati, right? Like,
yes,
Illuminati right now is like burning not just her channel, but like her financial groundings to try and like sue people and try and get things taken down and like deleting. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you must have like decent amounts of money, enough that you could probably go and reinvent yourself and do something else with your life, become like an editor or producer, like, or move into something. But no,
Well,
it's cool, burn everything.
It was rumored that that Illuminati, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard this. I think Nicholas DiOrio. It was either Nicholas DiOrio or someone posted about it, that apparently she took out loans in order to do this filing of the suits and stuff, supposedly. Allegedly.
Fucking hell.
Allegedly, yes. Yeah. And again, I don't know how true that is. I think I saw something like Nicholas DiOrio posting about it, because I think maybe. I could be totally wrong.
I mean, everything I've seen about Blair makes me believe she's that insane. So I don't doubt
yeah,
it.
I don't know how true that is. That's all allegedly that's what I don't know how true that is.
Tweet about that too. I think I did see Nick's tweet
yeah,
about that too, but I'm not sure.
I think I did too. I'd have to go and look, but yeah, allegedly she did that, which honestly, from what we have heard and from what we know, it would not surprise me. Just saying. Because that woman is crazy.
You completely invaded her privacy by making that video, and you have helped put her in a horrible state. She's everything to me, and to see her so hurt by your shitty actions hurts me. Be a man and do what's right.
Bro, imagine suing someone on behalf of the wife that cheated on you with the guy you're suing.
I don't know. I usually am pretty vocal if I feel that I'm getting like fucked over. So I don't know why I would just be over here like playing like mad defense for my wife who actually cheated on me and secretly threw me under the bus.
Well, you're doing it. So, there's been another Destiny clone defending Hunter called Stardust, and they are a woman, so less capable than the average Destiny clone. It's already a low bar. She's been in the fucking trenches. She says Kingston fell in love with Carissa, which means literally nothing. She says Hunter knew the whole time. Why is that even a point? Literally just makes it worse. They're claiming that Carissa was scared and pressured into it.
Sexting, and I don't know how much of that was sort of coercive, like led to a point where there was pressure.
Star was like one of the first people to talk to Carissa about this, and that got into like a huge fucking trench war between like Star and also with like Chud taking a very different view, and then that escalated things. But yeah, because Star talked to Carissa and then she talked to Hunter.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But like, because her take was that Kingston was invested, which I think is probably fair, considering the fact that like when she stopped talking to him, he was like, "Hey, I'm going to release fucking revenge porn of you." Like, that's not something you do if you're just like, "Oh, I don't give a shit about her." Like,
right. Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, how long ago did he? No, I know. Well,
this was a few months back with this.
Okay, I was gonna ask when this was that she had talked to him.
Like, fucking August, maybe August.
Oh,
yeah. August.
Oh, so it wasn't that long ago. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Maybe before July.
Gotcha.
July, maybe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that you showed DMs where it was pretty obvious that Carissa was like, "Please stop," you know, it's like, "Please stop doing this," or it was pretty obvious that she was uncomfortable with this guy continuously, like asking her for stuff.
Come on. Are we being serious right now?
I don't see that at all.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I don't see that. That's not.
I don't really know. I don't know. I wouldn't.
She does. So later on, because you gotta remember there's a huge timeline to this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Carissa later on is like, "Hey, this is destroying my life, and I've got kids and things.
Gotcha.
And I feel suicidal, and please stop." That's like the later bit, because I don't know, if you read like all the messages, it's pretty obvious that Kingston is used to manipulating women into these sort of things, and he's highly manipulative. And whereas when Carissa starts, it's like, "Hey, I want to do this thing," and over time, like the messages from Kingston, like, "Wow, I'm really disappointed that you won't do this. It's actually
Oh,
hurting
yeah.
me.
Mhm.
Like, it's highly manipulative language to make her feel bad if she doesn't want to go through with anything. He's like, listen,
Gotcha.
I've spent
Yeah.
money in things, I've put
Mhm.
investment into you. Like, you know, like the typical fucking like things that, you know, a pimp says.
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't-
Yeah.
um,
No. Yeah. Okay.
um,
Yeah. I'll give. Yeah.
But that's not to excuse like either Carissa and Hunter for being, you know, fucking messes of human beings, basically. But yeah, Kingston is a fucking monster, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
shouldn't be surprised because again, it's somebody who, if he he gets upset with a woman, so he releases full-on revenge porn of her.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. No.
you
That's
know,
that's
Just
disgusting.
for
that's kind
being
of the standard.
ignored. Just
Yeah.
for being ignored for an hour. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking wild.
That's horrible. Yeah. No. That I do not condone in any way, shape, or form. And okay. Yeah. But from first, and again, I would have to. That's fair because I would have to actually look at the messages themselves
There are
and look. And,
so many of the
yeah, I'm
fucking
sure
Yeah.
there
things,
are.
yeah.
And actually, that's fair. So I'll just yeah that I'll take your word for that one. Obviously, because obviously you know more about this than I do.
Yeah,
Or-
Star
yeah.
has a pretty good video on it. But like this is a very, very condensed timeline
Gotcha.
of
Yeah.
what seemed to occur, like if I remember correctly, like a month and a half of messages. And as things became more public, is when Chris started freaking out because you know people were because she had this sort of very trad wife view of herself and
Mhm.
reputation. And then it's out there that she's like making porn, so obviously that was having pretty big impacts.
Right. Yeah, I'm
So-
sure. Yeah.
She's fucking scared of him. Why is he her first go-to call when she's trying to set up a piss gangbang? Would you really trust someone who you believe to be a borderline sex offender to set up a gangbang for you? What a fucking stupid lie.
I am not able to satisfy my wife in bed and that I'm a two-pump chump.
But people are interpreting that as saying that that means I was inadequate. It's like, wait, no, read the message again.
I had no idea this was, of course, news to me, as I was hearing that my wife said that I was inadequate, didn't satisfy her, and was a two-pump chump.
That's not what it said. It didn't say I was inadequate. It said the opposite.
I'm not a two-pump chump, okay? I'm a three-pump chump. Let's be nice, okay?
Oh boy.
But serious,
Ugh.
people
Oh,
are
God.
lying. She wasn't even talking about me. She was talking about her ex, who I already knew was a two-pump chump, who I also would joke about with her.
Oh yeah. We all have that ex that couldn't come that she talks about with the black guys in the DMs. He's like, we would sit by the fire and she would tell me all about her ex-boyfriend who couldn't satisfy her. An ex-boyfriend who just so happened to also not be able to come, but in like a bad way. You know, when I did it, she loved it. It was like awesome when I did it, you know.
my God.
But when he did it, it was like, lame. And I know I was described in the exact same way by another girl. But, you know, she was talking about another guy. I can come. I come real good. I'm coming all over the place. Unlike this other guy, whoever he is. Fucking loser. Anyone else, I might feel bad for him. But this guy, he's so fucking smug. It's so cathartic to see this smug prick that spent years bragging about his marriage and calling himself a Chad and everyone else cucks, trying to explain on stream that technically, if you look at the definition of cuck, he's not a cuck.
People are claiming that I got cucked. Again, I mean, I hate to be the, like, actually guy, but, like, if we want to look at the fucking, definition of the word, nobody was cucked. Nobody got cheated on. Nobody watched their partner get
yeah,
fucked.
this is
Nobody
rough.
allowed their partner to get
Mm.
fucked. Nobody
Yeah,
did it
this
for their
is
pleasure.
full-on
None of
fucking
that
coke.
happened.
Also, he cheated
Oh,
on her
yeah.
first. Back when he was a Christian, he got her pregnant and then left her for another girl who described him as having really small balls, like the smallest I've ever seen. He also wrote her a rap.
Should I keep it? I don't know. Should I fuck her? I don't know. Should I buy it? I don't know. Got invited? I don't go. Should I wear it? I don't know. Should I smoke it? I don't know. Should I drive it? I don't know. IRS? Bitch, I don't owe.
And then at some point he went crawling back. Someone once paid Carissa $1,000 to create a video of her calling them daddy.
Daddy.
He then released that publicly and she flagged them down. She also claims, quote, I've emotionally abused people before, and she once told Hunter that she was pregnant as an April Fool's joke.
Oh,
So, yeah, she was a real-
that's no. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Yeah, no, like, listen, welcome to Twitch Poll. Everyone's fucking
Oh
insane.
my
I
God.
don't know what to tell you.
That is insane. No.
I mean, it happens more than you think.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah. That's oh my god, that's horrific.
Real
It's
fucking
that,
keepers.
it's that
Me and
classic,
Carissa were
hey,
very
hey babe, our lives are over prank.
Right? Oh my god.
compatible at first. And I also think that it was the right decision for us to be married for the time that we were.
But that marriage was actually a cataclysmically shit idea. You claim you discussed divorce for 1.5 years.
Me and Carissa will both tell you that we have been discussing the idea of separation for at least the last year and a half.
And you've been married for free. You've literally spent half your marriage discussing divorce. In conclusion, Hunter Avallone is a cuck. Wow. What I will say is that these beta males have got to be the most confident people around. I'm serious. Can you imagine getting cucked by 5 black guys at once and then still going onto Twitter and chatting shit? If that was me, I'd leave the internet, change my name, get plastic surgery to look like another man, move to Switzerland, and then become the doctor of like a small village.
Wow.
Great video.
Well, no,
Great
that was
video.
very, very good. Yes, and you put the link in. Yes, thank you, Megan. Yes, that's the original video. Go check that out if you guys want to watch this again or check out his content. But yeah, wow, that does sum it up pretty well, though.
He's right. Oh no, that does not sum. We just watched that because it was funny, and I want
Well,
funny.
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean, it gives us basic background as to why. Yeah.
You weren't funny. That's what you want.
No,
Yeah.
it is funny. Yeah, but oh my god, nuclear winter. Oh my god, you guys, hold on. I gotta show this. Hold on. Nuclear winter just tagged me in a tweet. You guys have to see this. It's great. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So, Nuclear Winter just tagged me in this on Twitter.
Oh god. I mean, you know,
this
it's a class
describes
move.
the Hunter Carissa Avallone Kingston situation. There you go. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh, I've seen this meme so many different times that I became like somewhat desensitized to. Is this the original picture?
I'm not gonna lie, I love this meme.
Thank you, Nuke. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. God, it's horrible. Okay, so no, you're not wrong. Sadly, no, you are not wrong. But it's. Oh god, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. Oh gosh. Anyway, so what would be the best thing to pull up next? Would you want that image that pulled up? That
Yeah, the image. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that's roughly where it starts. Like.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into the whole situation that led to the shooting. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this
Well,
is.
look, I'm gonna let you guys get on and into the shooting because I don't know much about Ollie, but I will say one thing. There is something out there, which is JF Greppi covered this.
Mm-hmm.
And his immediate response was to transvestigate Holly. That was his immediate thing to try and work out whether she was trans. So that's the alt-right take. Just like and it's so nonsensical that his own audience is just like, no, Jay.
Why? Why?
They think she's trans?
He was just like, he's like, looking at her breasts, they look possibly fake to me.
Oh my god.
And she seems quite tomboyish. I was just like, what is this? What is his argument here? She took a bullet in a way a man would take a bullet. It's the most fucking ridiculous. It's so dumb that it makes no sense. And he has to go through the timeline because, I mean, you'll get to it, but like, she's been dating this guy for like 11 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So was he dating her when she was a man? And her audience his audience like, Jeff, she's not trans. Please shut up. It's fucking incredible content. Right, okay, I'll leave it to it. Have a lovely stream, girls.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Becky. I appreciate it.
That
Thank
is...
you. Well, that was Beckett of Crabs, everybody. Thank you, Beckett, for giving us a little bit of insight into this. Thank you, and for joining us on that video. But yeah, this is the this is what's how do you pronounce her name? It's Joel or Joelle or something.
Holly. It's Holly.
Holly?
I just call her
Okay.
Holly. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Holly. And this
Yeah,
is
and this is essentially from what I gathered, this is like when she, at least from what I can find, is when she started like talking about it publicly, that she had left her partner of 11 years and that he was, I don't think physically abusive, but that he was emotionally abusive. So
yeah. Okay, so this is so I'll get to that Oscar Mayer tip here in just a second. Thank you, Oscar Mayer, aka Pidgey. Thank you. I'll get to that in just a second. Let's see. I am ready to take the steps to be free. She tweeted out this on November 5th. At everyone, I am going, or this is in her Discord, I guess,
Discord,
but yeah. At everyone, I'm going through a lot right now. I haven't been saying anything, but I feel like I need to in order to heal. Conrad, this is her ex, and I are splitting up after 11 years. I hid a lot of abuse throughout that time and made excuses for him, but I feel strong enough to know to break free from that cycle. I love all of you, and I'm excited to continue to stream in a place where I feel safe and comfy. Okay, here's my question. So she is a content creator.
mm-hmm. She's a streamer. Yeah.
So she's a streamer. Is she part of Twitch Pool too?
I am not 100% sure if she's Twitch Poll. I would assume that she probably runs within that circle, given her Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a Twitch streamer. She is probably Twitch Poll more than likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's a streamer overall, so she may or may not be involved in Twitch Poll. Got it. Okay. So, but yeah, she posted this, or she wrote this in her Discord, and then she tweeted it out on, I'm assuming, the same day.
Yeah.
So there's that. So that gives a little bit of context. So her ex obviously was abusing the hell out of her, and it had been going on for obviously a very, very long time. That's obviously horrific. And, you know, obviously that's, you know, very, very dangerous and all of the things. Yes, that's highly, highly disavow all of that, right? That's disgusting. So
I mean, I'm glad she left. Left. That's hard to do. So
100%. Yeah, that's good on her for leaving and for getting out of that situation. I can't even begin to imagine what that is like. Like, that is obviously very, very horrific. So then the next one. So then what would be the good one to pull up here? So we got that image. Should we do...
Just start with whatever the first link was.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so this is what she had posted. Yeah, that one was the first link. Okay. So then the second one, this is from November 20th. Which I'm getting ready to pull up here in just a second. Okay, so this is from November 20th. People may think that you are moving on too fast after getting out of a toxic relationship, but you mentally moved on a long time ago. You are just physically free now.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that.
I'm gonna be honest, this reads to me like somebody who feels guilty probably for moving on quickly. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's totally fine, especially if you were in like an abusive relationship, mentally or physically abusive relationship. Usually you are checked out like for quite some time beforehand.
Yeah.
But like
that, yeah.
This does read a little bit like, I don't want to be rude, but cope to me. I think, I don't know, it feels like it's more for herself, but yeah, good on her anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but yeah, nonetheless, I mean, yeah, whether she moved on too quickly or not, agreed. Yeah, I can totally see that. Well, if you're, like, again, I can't even begin...
There's nothing wrong with it. She shouldn't feel bad for it.
No,
but
not at all.
Just the way it reads.
But I get, but I also understand, like, if it was a bit of, like, her feeling guilty for leaving too, which I can totally see that happening as well. Because, you know, from what I've understood and from what, you know, I've seen and heard of and researched a little bit, when you are in that type of relationship that is beyond anything that, like, you know, that is so unbelievably toxic, it takes a lot for you to even have the balls to leave and for you to even be able to stand up for yourself, especially depending on how long it even goes. And with her, it was obviously for a very, very long time. That's over a decade that this has been going on for. And that's obviously very, very horrific. And women have sadly been staying with their partners that do this to them for longer. And it's really, really sad.
Yeah.
And
well, I think it just comes down to like, you get into a mindset where you're like, you kind of feel like this is just your life now, you know, like,
yeah,
sure, this person is not, and we'll see this like later in more of the stuff that she has to say, but it's like, sure, this person is really horrible to me and they make me feel terrible like 90% of the time, if not more, but they have like these really few good qualities that are okay.
Yep.
And you know, I'm not going to do any better, so I might as well just like stick it out, you know?
Yeah. And that's what I was just thinking though too, is that they get this mindset, women and men can get this mindset too, not just women, but men and women both, depending on the relationship, but more so women sadly, get into this mindset that they can't find anybody better, like what you just said, and that they're not good enough, that this person really understands them, and that they really they get them, and you know there's no one else for them, even though they're going through this horrific experience.
They'll change. We'll make it work. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. They'll change. They'll change, and you know he'll bring me flowers or candy or something and make it all better. Yeah.
Eventually, he'll get how much he hurts my feelings on a regular basis, but unfortunately, they don't usually.
Yeah.
So
No, they never. Yeah, most of them, from what I've seen and from what I've most of them don't. Okay, so she posted that on November 20th. So then let's see here. This is December 1st, I believe. This is the next one. Yeah, okay. So this is the next one. This is December 1st. We specify emotional abuse because just saying abuse sounds physical. But doing that sets a precedent that if you aren't being hit, then it isn't as bad. Disagree. Almost playing defense for the abuser. Abuse is abuse. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree that emotional abuse is just as bad as physical. 100%.
Well, it's I don't want to say that it's worse. I don't think. No,
I wouldn't say it's worse.
To a degree, I believe it is worse. I do believe it is worse to a degree, just because like, if you are with somebody for a super long time, that can have like serious impacts on your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if there's actually like scientific studies and everything that back it up that women who are in relationships with like narcissists or etc. or whatever, it can cause your brain to go into like fight or flight mode constantly, and so that can it literally can cause brain damage for you to be in that mode all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just that's why I think arguably, yeah, mental abuse can be a little bit worse. Obviously physical abuse they're both bad. They're both just bad.
Yeah, they're both horrible. Yes, I agree. And there's some people, not all people, but I'm sure that you've heard that argument from some people saying, well, it was just emotional abuse. What's wrong with that? They didn't hit you or anything. You know, sadly, there are people out there that have that thought. No. In some cases, mental abuse is just as bad as physical, you know. But again, it just depends on the situation. It depends on the person. So each situation is different, of course. But yeah, no, that's horrific. Oh man, I feel for her. Okay, so we got those 4. So then, those are the first 4. Yes, okay, so this is the next one. Okay, so this one is from December 3rd. Abuse always escalates once you leave. I just found out that Conrad put air tags in my stuff to track my location. This is not okay. Feeling violated. I can't even imagine.
It is true too. Like it is actually a lot worse like when you leave versus when you're there. Because once you leave, things go from like they're mean to me on occasion to like they're mean to me constantly, and that's all they fucking do. They're just mean, or they're in that mode where they're like constantly trying to get you back. And so you can't have like a normal conversation with them about anything because it
Nope.
just always goes back to, well, I want to be with you, and how could you do this to me, and all this bullshit. It's so stressful and gay to deal with.
Oh yeah. I can't even imagine. I can't. Ugh.
And then on top of it, like, this is just crazy, going as far as to put like tracking devices, and it's yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I will say, because I have watched some other content about it, and there are some people who are of the opinion that, well, you found that, like, you knew about these air tags, so you guys should have known that this was going to happen, and you should have left. You shouldn't have been staying at Hunter's apartment or whatever if he knew your location. And I think that's really fucking stupid, because especially where she's so freshly out of the relationship with him, it's like, you're not going to, like, the thought is not going to cross your mind that this person that I've been with for fucking 11 years that I love, who supposedly loves me, is gonna fucking show up and try to shoot me. You're not gonna think that. Like,
right, yeah.
You're not gonna expect that from somebody that you think you know. Like, that's not a normal behavior. Like, people don't just go out and shoot each other unless they're, like, you know, pieces of shit. But
right.
You're not going to expect that. So I think it's the whole argument that they should have left or whatever is just really, it's not a great argument.
No, it's not. No. And, like, again, you know, it's, oh my God, I can't even begin. Again, that is absolute, I would be freaked the fuck out. I would be, oh my God, privacy violated the whole nine. That's just, no.
But if you were in that position, though, like, hypothetically speaking,
Mhm.
if you and Mr. Huck divorced for whatever reason, right?
Mhm.
And you left and you packed all your shit up and he put fucking tracking shit in the stuff that you took with you or whatever, would you think, even if you, like, became aware that he did that, would your first thought be, well, I should leave because he's gonna, like, track me down and murder me or try to murder the person I'm with?
Probably not. I honestly, yeah, probably not. No. That would not be my first thought. No. My first thought would probably be, what
You're insane. Like, why would you go this far? Like, this is just weird. Why would you do something like that? You know, you're not gonna think, oh, this person's gonna come and try to shoot me.
Right. No. I would think that my personal thought, just based upon, you know, just thinking about that hypothetically, would be, what the fuck is wrong with him? And, like, knowing me, I would want to confront him. But again, it would be a different situation, though. Like, it would, if he was doing something if he was doing something like that to me, to where I felt like I was in danger, then I wouldn't feel as safe, I guess, in confronting him. Maybe, I don't know. It would just, I would think that I wouldn't feel as safe in confronting him on it, but I'll tell you what, I'd be freaking the hell out and calling the cops. I can tell you that right now.
I definitely don't think that she thought that he posed as much of a threat as he did.
No, I will agree with that. Based upon from what I've seen and from what I've heard, no. I don't think that she expected any of this or knew any of this. No, I agree. So there is that's the next one. So then there's this one. Okay.
Yeah.
This is from Hunter.
Yep. This is from her phone. This is her talking to her ex Conrad, about the fact that she found air tags in her phone, and her exact response is, "You are crazy. Like, this is a violation."
Mm-hmm.
And he's threatening the other Hunter.
Yes.
She's filing a police report. And he says, "For what? An air tag to see where you would be so I can see where this dumb fuck lives." Again, like, her response is exactly what I would expect it to be. Just like, "You're crazy. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a normal reaction, especially when you're not expecting or thinking that this person is going to take it to the extreme. Mm-hmm. And when they haven't had a history of doing so either. You know what I mean? Like, if this guy had a history of, you know, doing something like that before, and he had, like, a record of it, then maybe that could be expected. But from the sounds of it, he didn't.
you know, there's not a lot of information that I can find about this guy. I don't know if he was a streamer or whatever. You know, like I was able to find a picture of him on her Twitter and etc. And I found his Twitter too, but his Twitter is protected, so
Shocker there. I'm not
there's
surprised by
nothing
that.
to know. There's really not much to know about him other than what these two have posted.
Mr. Huck would be a major threat with that proton blaster. Sad but true. Yeah, no, but again, that's it. I would expect for that response right there to be perfectly normal. And he even says here, Holly is visiting me and her insane ex-boyfriend not only put AirTags in her luggage, but he didn't even hide the fact he intended to track my location. Yeah, exactly. That's wow. So, and the next one is from Holly as well. This was posted December 6th, so about 3 days later. Second person to shame me for speaking out. One of them was a mutual friend too. I am no longer protecting his image by staying silent. In fact, taking back control over the narrative is empowering, and I want all victims to be inspired by my voice. So this is from somebody by name Camilo Rodriguez. You literally published just 2 weeks ago that you had broken up with your partner who you had been with for years. I can't read tonight, apparently. Accusing him of being an abuser, and now you are with another guy. Why don't you just assume that you wanted to fuck another guy and that's why you broke up with the previous one? Oh, God. Or just don't make your life public so no one will know that you are a bitch who is very sick in the head. I'm so sorry for that new guy. Wow.
Yeah, wow. It's crazy, you know. You leave somebody who's terrible to you and you're I guess apparently not allowed to like ever move on from that relationship. You're not allowed to like be comforted by other people or have other people there for you. That would be crazy. Yeah. No, you should just suffer like alone. Figure it out, bitch.
Oh yeah, figure it out on your own. You know, you deal with it. It's not that bad. Guys, it's not that bad. She's okay.
Or you're not allowed to post about it, right? Because well, this guy is clearly mentally ill, so like you just shouldn't have a fucking life. Like you're not allowed to exist on the internet because your psycho ex might dox you or stalk the fucking guy you talk to. Like how about no? How about
no?
How about no?
How about no?
How about mental illness is not an excuse to be a fucking narcissistic piece of shit.
No, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. If you, that's. I wonder if that's like somebody like okay, if he was in Orbiter, like, or I'm sorry, not an Orbiter. If he was a content creator as well, possibly, which maybe from the sounds of it he may have been, or who knows. If that is a fan of his, or someone who's like an extreme fan or something that reached out to her like that would, well, either way, it's wrong and it's sick for somebody to even do that. But I can,
that's just insane. Like it's
crazy.
I know it's like cringe language to use or whatever, but it is literally victim blaming. Like you're not allowed to live your fucking life and go on about normal because of this person who makes your life harder, you know?
Right. No, I
this
agree.
This person that arguably should not be doing these things to you, you should change your entire life to work around how they fucking feel. Like, no, fuck that shit.
No, I agree. Oh yeah, no, we're supposed to change for the man, guys. Women are supposed to change for the man. You know, we're supposed to just put up with this. We're just supposed to just accept it and just take it. No.
Don't get me wrong. There are men who experience this. Like, there's a lot of men.
Oh yeah.
Arguably, it's probably even a little harder for men to be able to talk about their abuse because, like,
yes,
a lot of the time they're just not believed. They're just not believed. But it's like both sides definitely experience it. It's hard for anybody to come out and talk about this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. It's embarrassing, you know, more than anything. It's embarrassing to have to admit to not only to yourself, more importantly, to a certain degree, but also to other people like your family and friends, or, you know, anybody
Yeah,
for that matter.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this, and I've been putting up, quote unquote, with this abuse now for a while, and it's embarrassing as all hell. Like, look at, and again, I know that this is not the best example, but this is a example. Look at what happened with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. You know, although that was a bit of a spectacle to a certain degree, or however it all started, but still, that the fact remains, or the underlying issue still remains with that. They were both horrible to each other. He experienced abuse, she experienced some sort of abuse. They both did. They were both extremely toxic to each other. And look at what came out with that trial. That was embarrassing as all hell for both sides of it. And Johnny still went through with it. He was like, no, fuck it. I'm done. Let's go. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's important to remember too, like, even with like your friends or your family or whatever, there, in some cases, they're not going to be like super understanding of your reasoning for leaving that person, or for why you tolerated it for so long. And that, to a degree, can be like, feel really shitty if you're the person who left. It can feel really shitty for people to be like, well, you shouldn't have like tolerated this, you shouldn't have stayed, you shouldn't have allowed that to even happen, not even once. And it's like, yeah, but everybody is different, and you don't know how you're gonna react or be in that situation. And again, it's really important to remember they were together for a super long time, and you love that person, right? Like, so I mean, I don't know. There's lots of women who let their partners abuse them to an extent, and they just think it'll get better, so they stay. I think there's a lot of people who are really ignorant that just don't understand, and there's a lot of that for this girl right now. I know that people have their opinions about Hunter, which may be fair enough, because he does kind of seem like a little bit of a loser. But I do genuinely feel bad for her, 100%.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. I hope that, you know, I hope that she, and, you know, obviously the whole situation is just insane. You know, I hope that she's obviously okay. From the sounds of it, she wasn't harmed in or badly.
Well, she was.
Badly. She wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like her injuries. Well, I mean, her injuries weren't like, from what I've heard, her injuries weren't life threatening. That's what I meant.
Thankfully, they were not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That her injuries were not life threatening, but she is not. I can't even begin to imagine what the both of them are going through with this. You know, it's especially with her.
I don't know about him. Via my research earlier, I don't know. My opinion on him is a little bit skewed, but like I said, I do genuinely feel bad for her. That's why I put it that way.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll get to that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, or a little bit. Yeah, I see what you mean. I saw that. That's, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to give too much away. So let's go ahead and get to this one. I think this is the next one. This is from December 8th. So this is a picture of the both of them. This is feeling cozy and safe.
And I think a lot of people are like basically assuming that this is probably what triggered him. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because obviously this was posted after she found the air tags. I think he already knew the location. So I don't know if this is necessarily what triggered it to happen, but a lot of people seem to think so.
Yeah. This is after this was after or before?
After the air tags. After
the air tags. Okay. So this was after the air tags. Okay. So this is, you know, it's just a picture, but yeah, were people commenting on this?
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh, here we go.
Y'all trying to gaslight Conrad. Well, you got what you wanted.
Are there any news stories about this yet? Oh, this is from Beyond Blue. Oh, that's a big name. Always glad to see you are feeling safe and happy, friend. Okay, that's a good one. Looking amazing, Holly. Even a crazy ex-boyfriend with a gun could show up at... Oh, here we go. You guys are so perfect together. Not even a crazy ex-boyfriend with a gun could show up and split you guys apart.
Yeah, that's an
That's a
interesting one.
bit. That's a bit.
I mean, her reaction, I guess, I don't think she took offense to it, so whatever.
Well, no, and again, like what we said and what you brought up is that she wasn't expecting for any of this to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that somebody predicted that out of, but
Is it a prediction, or what's the date of this picture that when she
this
posted?
is December 8th.
December 8th, so it was made on the same day?
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was the 8th or the I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if the shooting happened like the day after or if it happened that same day. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was the 8th or the 9th.
I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll find it, I guess. So this is that one.
We'll see it.
Yeah. So the next one is from Hunter. And this is the video of the same day.
December 8th, yep.
Okay, so this is the video that Hunter posted on his Twitter that a lot of people saw. And that the comment was made December 8th, Fairy. Or at least that's what it looks like. So this is the video that a lot of people saw. And again, I'm sure most of you have probably seen this. But yeah, it's a little over a minute. He explains what happened here. We'll watch it and then we'll explain his tweet because there's a bit of a context to it too.
Are you recording? Conrad has shot Holly in the leg.
Oh God.
Excuse me? We don't know. All I know is I got a call from my landlord that said he was trying to get into the building. The suspect, sorry. The suspect was trying to get into the building.
He's talking to like a dispatcher, by the way.
We didn't know.
Yeah, he had a gun under his coat.
And he had a gun under his coat when he came out. And then when we walked up, he's at the door. He's at the door.
Please come in. Please come in.
Please hurry, please. Okay, he's pounding really hard at the door. I hear shouting.
Yeah, you can hear that from there. Oh God.
I think I hear them.
That's the police. Yeah.
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 Now that I'm thinking about it, it is kind of interesting that they took the time to like put subtitles on that and everything.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that was within the same day that's
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, so just for a bit of context here, Hunter posted here, warning graphic. I'm still trying to process this, and I'm most likely in shock as I write this. But only a few hours ago, Holly's ex-boyfriend Conrad showed up in my apartment building with a shotgun. He shot through my building door, injuring Holly's leg in the process. I recorded the final moments in which we were hiding on the back porch. You can hear him shoot at police before ultimately taking his own life in my own fucking apartment hallway. Still trying to process this. Holly and I are physically okay, but mentally this is going to do some serious damage. Holly has been amazing and she's been incredibly brave and strong throughout this ordeal. So this was literally the same day as that picture that they posted. That's like, oh my God.
Yeah, so more than likely the picture was not even really what I doubt that was necessarily what set it off, because he wanted his location prior, and it seemed like he had been threatening, like being threatening towards him prior to that. So
yeah,
a lot of people are criticizing him for recording. It could be argued, I suppose, that it could be used as evidence, but the evidence would be kind of pointless. And also, he makes later claims that kind of contradict that. So, I mean, they claim that they felt safe recording. It made them feel safe to be recording. So whatever, but I'm kind of second guessing why he posted. I feel like maybe he probably should have not posted to social media. I think it's a little bit weird that he is so concerned about whether people believe him or not. Like, that was their reasoning for posting. Was that they wanted he was like, you think people would believe me if I just like typed out on Twitter that I got shot at? It's like, bro,
Yeah,
why do you?
that should
Are you
not be your
serious?
first
Why do you
thought.
care? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, that should not be your first thought at all. Well, while I have it up here, oh, you know what? I'll get to that later. I'll get to that after we're done here. Pidgey, I'll get to again. I promise you. Before we end here, I will get to your tip. I promise. And thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. So let me pull up. So this is Holly's status that she did. I'm guessing not that long after. Yeah. Okay. So this was the same day. Did she show pictures? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it looks even worse if you scroll down. I think she posted another picture underneath this.
Oh
Because
my
in
God,
this
that's
one,
horrible.
it just looks like a bunch of blood. But like if you look at the other one,
I see. Yeah. Well, you can see the bullet right there, right? That's what it looks like anyway.
I don't know if it's a bullet. Well, he had a shotgun. And like shotguns, it's not like the aim on them is not.
Or yeah, true.
Like it's spraying everywhere. And he shot through the door, so he didn't see what he was shooting. He shot through the door.
Oh, okay.
More than likely,
okay.
it's like just shrapnel or whatever.
Yeah, okay. That would make sense. Well, from this, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So, domestic violence warning. I don't know very much about shotguns. Sorry. I know that we have them, but that's all I really know. But anyway.
So they kind of, I don't know that much about guns either, but from my understanding of shotguns is that it's more of like a spray than a, like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
I would have to, well, I could ask, well, I probably will. Mr. Huck and my friends are very much gun enthusiasts. So I could ask them too, but I just know that we have them, and I don't know how they shoot. I couldn't tell you, but yeah. So anyway, so she posted here, domestic violence warning. I am in the hospital. Conrad showed up to Hunter's house with a shotgun and shot me in the leg. We are safe now, and Hunter is thankfully unharmed. Conrad was shot dead. Really struggling right now. What the fuck just happened?
It is a little confusing. They're both posting on, like, this all happened in the same day. All the shit that they're posting, you know what I mean? So like,
yeah, no,
they're clearly not in a great state of mind while posting these things. But there is contradicting statements there, obviously. So
then
he said that he said that he shot himself. She says that he was shot by the police.
Yeah. Well, from the sounds of it, from that video, it sounded like that he was shot by the police. Just from the sounds of it. But, you know, I mean, that's a bit contradictory. If he's saying one thing and she's saying another, then, you know, obviously that's a bit...
I think she did post a police report, so we'll see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, then she posts here, I did not cheat on Conrad. I left him over a month ago. But that still wouldn't have justified what he did. Absolutely not. A lot of you are very sick in the head for trying to justify any way in which I deserve this. No, she's right. You guys are all, yeah.
Even if she did cheat on this guy, I do not give a singular fuck. That doesn't matter. Even if she did, that does not give him the right to try to take, I mean, he essentially went there to kill Hunter. And ended up harming her in the process, but like, it doesn't matter. Even if she did, it doesn't fucking matter.
Nope.
So
exactly, 100%. I agree. So then she posted.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh man. So this is what she posted, I guess, a little while later. Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and this is why, like I said, the shotguns are. It's like a spray more than it is just one bullet. Yeah.
Those look like fucking freckles. It
looks painful. It does look painful. I'm not gonna lie.
That is insane. That is crazy. And look at that hole. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. Horrible. That's terrible. So yeah, she posted that. I'm assuming while she was in the hospital, or it looks like that she was in a bed of some sort. Let's see here. This is...
No, she's really lucky, Reese, because it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, oh, excuse me. Yes, I know, I agree. Very, very lucky. So that was hers. So this is his, I believe. That's the next one. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So this was December 8th.
This was during, like, after, while the cops were there, like, before he either got shot by the police or shot himself. This was, like, right as that was happening.
Yeah. So this, right when it was happening? Oh,
yeah,
my
this was
God.
right when it was happening, yeah.
Okay, so this is Conrad. Please surrender. I am losing a lot of blood. I never meant for that. No. God damn it. Leave him, please. Only if you surrender. I will. Just live your life for yourself. I should have killed the coward. Oh. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's so... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, and then this is... Hunter said this for context. This was Conrad's final text message with Holly after she'd been injured. I should have started off with that, sorry. He shot himself shortly after. This is an ongoing investigation, and I am not able to say a whole lot yet, but goddamn, this was terrifying. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how much of an, probably an open shut investigation, but yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah. So then we get this next one. This one is Hunter's
Here we go.
post.
Yeah, here's the
Same
report.
day, a few hours later. So this is officer involved shooting in Martinsburg results in suspect taking his own life. Okay, so this is the news link about the shooting. I have not seen this. So Maggie, did you see this? Did you see the news article on this?
I haven't opened it, but
Okay.
it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. No, I was just curious. I didn't know if you had read it or not. So this is the news article. Officer involved shooting, take his own life. Excuse me. Martinsburg police are still trying to find out the identity of a man who struck a female victim with a firearm before taking his own life. Police say it happened at a residence in North Queen Street in Martinsburg Friday just before 12:30. Officers made contact with the armed suspect. Brief exchange and gunfire, and the man ensued before the man took his life. Okay, so he must have
shot himself. Yeah.
Okay, so he did end up taking his own life. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, which would explain why they're still trying, or at the time we're still trying to identify him. If he did.
Yeah. Okay. That would make there's that. Berkeley County Sheriff's was on the scene. We say the incident was a result of a domestic dispute. Oh boy. Wow. Let me read this here real quick and see if there's anything else. Our officers responded swiftly and courageously to this dangerous situation. Profoundly.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
yeah,
just gonna be like an open shut case for sure.
So
yeah.
the police chief just basically made a statement about it, and that was
And he was obviously dangerous. He was obviously dangerous. He went there with a gun. He did shoot.
Yeah.
He was dangerous. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. So there's that story. And this is, hold on, I'm trying to look at the officer involved. Damn, he posted a lot on here. Holy cow.
There was a lot.
Let's see. That's the one I just pulled up. Okay, so this is the next one, I think. Okay, here we go. So this is on the same day. This was just literally a few minutes later. Oh my
really,
God.
Honestly, literally, why are you fucking arguing with people on Twitter after, get off the fucking, get off the internet for a little bit. I kind of understand, I guess, because, when you experience, something traumatic or whatever, you can go into, a dissociative state or, you're not in your right mind, essentially. And so I guess I can kind of understand why maybe they weren't thinking about how it looks to just hop on social media, but, it is a little weird.
It is a little strange, and Mater says, I think it was partially the shock. That could be true too, but at the same time, though, it's from my point of view and from Maggot's point of view, I think that she might agree that I find that a bit weird too. Why are you arguing with people on Twitter? I don't get it.
Like I said,
that would not be my first thought.
I agree with Fairy Floss. It very well could just be a trauma response, you know?
Yeah, and,
So
and that's very true.
I'm not judging it too hard. I just do think it's a little weird.
Yeah, no, I find it very strange too. And yeah, hindsight is 2020. Yeah, in retrospect, with what we know and what we're going to find out, I guess it does look a little strange. But in the moment, you know, obviously we don't know what he was going through besides what he has posted here. So this is a quote tweet that he did. Why are you filming and hiding behind your girlfriend? Fuck that Conrad dude. Waste of a human being. Good riddance. Talk your shit, Hunter. Don't be such a pussy. Okay. That's great. Yeah. And then he quote tweets and says here, what the fuck are you talking about? I was looking out from the other side to get a potential view. She willingly stood by the door to watch the front door despite me telling her to get down. Okay. I was on the phone with the police. Of course, I was panicked, but I did what was necessary. Not to mention, I used my hoodie to try and stop the bleeding as well. Lastly, if I had told you I was in a shooting... Oh, here's that part. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lastly, if I told you if I was in a shooting, would y'all believe me? Wow.
Yeah. I think this has to do with... And, you know, fair enough. It probably does have a lot to do with his history specifically online. And, like, the fact that he seems he's not a very liked person. So I guess in a way it makes sense, but like, I'm still just like, maybe not the move, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, Mater and Mike both make good points here too. It's definitely odd, but I also thought of this. Their work is online. They spent lots of time online. It may be their first reaction. True.
Yeah. No, and and that's why I said that before, because like, to a degree, for some people, their online activities can be like a coping mechanism for what they deal with. Like they're dealing with or whatever. So
I personally would not do this. That's essentially what I'm getting at too. I personally would not be doing this, but again, we're not them. And my Voltus Mike, to be fair, he even said I'm likely still in shock as I write this on that initial tweet. That is true. Mm-hmm. That is very true too. Yes. Yeah. But so yeah, lastly, if you also do know, the video provides vital evidence as well as proof. All in all, fuck you for unironically trying to clown on me for being in a fucking shooting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like I said, I did watch a little bit of content about it, and there were some other people that were like saying that he was lying about her like having his sweater to put pressure on her injury or whatever. But you can clearly see in the video that she's holding like a shirt or a sweater or whatever. So that's the people that were saying that are just dumb clearly and don't pay attention.
Yeah. So, and then this, I love this right here. I just saw this. You still want to defund the police? Why you cry on the phone begging for their help? Literal coward. Wow.
Yeah, his response here is kind of interesting, where he says, I'm actively against the slogan and am in favor, or I can barely read it, it's so tiny. I'm actively against that slogan and am in favor of police reform, not police defunding.
Yep.
There's a couple screenshots later on. I don't know if it's, I think he said defund the police, but I'm not sure. It might have been reform. But he, like, his history, as far as like Twitch poll or whatever political content he does, he, I guess, is a little bit anti-police to an extent.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you, but yeah, okay, that's that one. Sorry. There's so much.
No, it's fine. There's a lot in there.
There's so many. No, it's good. It's good. It's for context, and that's good. That's really good. Okay, so this is December 9th. This is the next day. Let's see here. Sorry. Shit talking an abusive monster means I had an attempt at taking my life, coming according to this very sane and very not retarded subhuman. Okay. It's a quote tweet. Honestly, you shouldn't have taunted Conrad. Not to say you had this coming, but you had this coming. Wow.
There was a lot of people who said similar shit, that like it's their fault because they posted a picture together and yeah, whatever. Like, I don't care. I literally do not care. This is the most retarded take I've ever
I
fucking
have
seen.
heard too. Yeah, I
There's
agree.
so many people that are just like basically regurgitating the same thing over and over to them, and it's like, are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any more victim blamey than this,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
It really
No.
doesn't.
It's that's no. That guy or girl, whoever that you are way out of line. That's
It doesn't help that he's like on the political side of Twitter either, because that shit is fucking AIDS, bro.
Oh, I
All the
agree.
people over there are fucking AIDS. They got like chronic fucking brain rot.
Yeah. Okay, so we got. Okay, so this is also the same day. There's this one. I think this is the last one from him, at least for a little bit. This guy thinks getting into. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a quote tweet from Sergio Salas. You taunted him and then played victim after they write themselves. You're an idiot. And then he says this guy thinks getting into a fight with someone over the phone justifies them trying to shoot you with a fucking shotgun. They write themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. No, none of them, neither one of them deserve this. Neither one of them did. Absolutely not.
No. It's really just, it's really stupid. But also, again, I really don't know if, I don't know. Yeah, why are you on Twitter arguing with people? Like, I just don't get it. It is a little bit weird. I'm sorry if it seems like not sympathetic, but like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah,
Get off fucking Twitter.
I mean, you had a, yeah, no, I'd have to agree with that. It's just
Give
weird.
yourself time. Give yourself time to like actually decompress from the fucking trauma you just experienced before you go online and just start blabbing your mouth about it, dude.
Yes,
like for real.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yes. And he obviously did not do that, and he chose to do what he did, and that's, that's what he chose to respond with. But
this is Beckett's point right here, what he said earlier about Hunter, where he has this horrible habit of not knowing when to shut the fuck up. This is that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So this is from our lovely Stardust. And she says this. Oh, I saw this. What did you guys want? Clearly he didn't have a gun on him in the moment. Did you want Hunter to make like Neo in the Matrix and stop bullets with his hands? I mean, she's not wrong. The guy was there to kill him specifically. He tried to get his girlfriend to run with him. He called the police and he took care of her when she was hurt. Are you guys crazy? You only would have been happy if he died in the confrontation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what her relationship is with Hunter. I do think, I don't know if they are friendly or not. I should have asked when he was in here.
I thought about that too after the fact. I'm like, oh dang it, I should have asked him that because I thought of it while we were watching the video and I didn't ask. But yeah, it's I will say that I did briefly talk with her last night a little bit. And she did mention that obviously this is horrible and that, obviously this is a horrible situation and that people on Twitter are going after him and it's not right at all in any way, shape, or form. She did say something to that effect, but that was pretty much it. So Stardust obviously fully disavows all of this.
And I agree with Stardust. And by the way, May 1st in chat says, the reason people commit acts of violence is usually after a whole life of ridicule and rejection from others. I'm sorry, but like your girlfriend of 11 years breaking up with you, I don't give a fuck. Like that does not give you the right to go and try to actively take somebody else's life. It doesn't. There's no amount of wrongs done to you in your life that then makes it okay for you to turn around and take another person's life.
No, not at all. No, not one bit. Nope. I can't back that up either. Nope.
It can like, sure, knowing a person's backstory and knowing what they've been through in life could be like it could help you understand that person a little better and maybe even empathize with them. I mean, fuck, there are whole ass documentaries out there, and I think most of us already are aware of the fact that a lot of killers, serial killers and whatever, had really horrible lives, but then there are some of them too who had fucking great lives and were like upstanding individuals. Like, I'm just saying, there's no amount of wrong done to a person that justifies that kind of action.
Exactly. No, I agree. And you've heard it before in some cases with like serial killers and stuff. Oh, he was just a normal guy, or she was just a normal woman. She was very friendly, and she she gave to the church, and she did charity drives, and she did this, or he volunteered at a local school to read at libraries or something like that. Or he volunteered to dress up as a clown for kids' birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you almost hear that all the time. You know what I mean? It's, again, each situation is different and each circumstance is different, but no amount of ridicule justifies you going after somebody specifically to do this. No.
The circle of abuse is a very real thing, Fairy Floss. I agree. It's like a lot of pedophiles are people who were abused when they were kids. But to me, at the end of the day, again, it doesn't justify the action. Like, just because you're a traumatized individual who's like been hurt a lot in your life, it doesn't excuse going and hurting other people physically, mentally, or otherwise.
Well, and also it doesn't and I would even possibly even argue in some cases that some of them do harm themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and that is something that does happen, and sadly that does happen, is that because they don't have any other way to express their pain, I guess is the best way to put it. And that's very sad to hear, and that's horrible. You hear that too, that some people need that outlet. Like, that's why you hear of some people cutting themselves, or doing something extreme to where they need to get that frustration out in order for them to feel better about themselves, or whatever the situation is, right? So you hear about that too. Self-harm is obviously not okay, but not okay in any way, shape, or form, but you do hear about those circumstances too. It just depends.
Yeah.
But
that's a little bit different. I mean, obviously self-harm's not okay. Disavow, clearly. But
disavow,
like
100%. Yes.
It is a little bit different, obviously, than going out and like trying to hurt other people. But yeah.
Okay, he said, I wasn't trying to justify what Conrad did, but he was most likely had severe mental health issues just from looking at the text. He probably thought he had no other option due to delusion.
I don't know about that. I think I don't know about that. I just, I look at my own life experience, and I'm just like, that person's mental illness doesn't justify. Everybody has mental health problems. Obviously they vary. Some people have it worse than others, sure. But like, that doesn't excuse anything. It doesn't excuse the behavior. It doesn't matter to me. And I don't even know if I would say that this guy is delusional. There's not enough information to even back that up.
Right.
We don't know. Like, this guy could just flat out have been a fucking narcissist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty common, especially in men.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I would not say. I wouldn't say that with confidence that he was just really unwell or delusional. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, and we will probably never know. Not from the sounds of it, anyway. Yeah, we don't know anything about him. This is a first. Yeah, exactly, Fairy. We don't know any. We don't know anything about Conrad. Exactly. We don't know anything about him. This is the first time that, we in this particular part of the internet, anyway, have heard of him. So we don't know anything about his history or his mental well-being or anything like that, and we will probably never know.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on if anything else comes out with this, maybe later on. If the story progresses further, who knows?
The thing is, right, is that like, even somebody who's a narcissist, that in itself is a mental illness. The problem is, though, is that narcissists hurt not every narcissist, obviously. Like, I don't want to generalize all narcissists, because there are some out there who are, like, they're aware that they're narcissists and they receive help for it, or etc. But like, narcissists they don't know, like, they don't feel things the same way other people feel things, and like they will hurt people, maybe not necessarily physically, but they hurt people mentally all the time, and they don't really care, and a lot of the time they do it on purpose.
Yep.
You know, like they're fully aware of what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Yep. So this is from the December 9th. This is from Holly. I am starting to come out of shock. I feel so torn up inside. I loved him for 11 years despite the abuse, and he couldn't love me enough to let me leave. I am sad and angry and sorry and heartbroken. I am struggling right now. It hurts. I can't believe he did that. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're not expecting the person that you thought you knew to act that way. Yeah.
No. And then you see Stardust. It will take time to process everything. I wish you love, healing, and eventually peace. And then Darcy Evans, I hope you're receiving the best support you can right now. That's, yeah. I agree 100%. Yeah.
What was her response to Stardust?
I feel such a deep sinking feeling of dread and sadness. It's all I can think about. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I feel really bad for her. Like, leaving an abusive relationship, and she's so freshly, like, out of it too, because I think it's only been like a month or a month and a half since they broke up. That can take a lot of time to, like, process or whatever. So to have this, like, added on top of it is fucking, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I can't either. Let me get out of some of these tabs. Hold on. Let me get out of some of these tabs real quick because there's a whole bunch on here. I didn't realize I had that many. Hold on. Let me exit out of some of these so then that way we can get more accurate info and all that. Sorry, guys. It'll only take a second. Hear me clicking away? Okay. So then this is the last one from Holly for now, or at least it might be the same day. Oh, this is the next day. Okay.
May 1st, all I gotta say is if that's true, I sincerely hope that you have, like, are in some type of therapy or something.
Yes, I agree. May 1st, we hope that you are okay. And I hope that never happens to you, and we hope that you get your help if that's what you need. Yes. So, we wish you peace and love, and hope that you are okay and you get help. So this is from December 10th. This was yesterday, actually. I keep thinking what I could have done differently, but looking at the situation as if it were a friend and not myself, I took a bullet for someone I love and protected them with my life. I was so brave. I did all I could have. It's not my fault. Okay. Shock those two things. It makes you look at things and maybe analyze it and make you think what if, and it also makes you say why. Both in many cases have no answer as to you cannot know what is going on in his head. That's the issue. Try and pull back as best as you can. Agreed. Yeah, I agreed. Yes, 100%.
I can definitely understand why she feels like it's her fault, especially since he took his own life.
Yeah.
So I'm sure for her it's like, well, if I hadn't have left him, this wouldn't have happened. And
survivor's guilt. Yep. It's definitely 100% survivor's guilt, I think. And oh god, I can't. It makes me so sad. Okay, so that's the last one from. Oh no, hold on. She's got one more. So this is this one. This is from yesterday as well. This is a video that she posted. I saw this video that she posted, but I didn't watch it. So she just says here, I have to keep reminding myself that I have to get through this. If not for me, for all of you, it's hard. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. This is about 2 minutes. Let me make sure I'm sharing with everybody. Cool. Okay. All right. I'm gonna back up here. Here we go.
It hurts. I'm hurting. I almost feel like it's worse to be alive because then I have to live knowing what happened. To live seeing him like that. My soul feels like it was ripped in half. My heart feels like there's a hole in it. Every time I close my eyes, I see him laying there. that I saw him.
No, that's fucked up.
Because he wasn't all bad.
Agree.
He was good sometimes. He was good to the dogs.
There you go, right there with the he was good to the dogs. There you go, right there. Yeah, the few good qualities.
Yep.
No, that really is like the fact that clearly she had to like see his body or whatever, and
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
extra layer of fucking shit that you don't want
Yeah.
on your mind. Yeah.
Nah, I can't. Oh my god. I can't even. Oh, that's absolutely horrible.
I keep expecting to get a text or a call because I can't believe that he's gone. I can't believe that he's actually gone. I don't like it that people can just go from just existing to not existing. That freaks me out.
Freak me out too.
He was texting me right before it happened.
Wow.
This doesn't feel real.
Wow.
Yeah. I can only imagine what a clusterfuck it must be to be like, I left this person who was really horrible to me, and, you know, I'm gonna work on myself, we're gonna heal, things are gonna get better, we're gonna get away from this person who's terrible to me. But then also having to, like, struggle with this person that you loved, or love, and them doing something like this, and then also taking their own life on top of it. It's like, I would not want to be in this girl's position.
No,
I would not want to be in her position at all.
No, I would not either. It's no. Big, oh god, no. I can't even imagine. So this is from, the next one I believe is from Stardust again.
I think most of the last ones are Stardust.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see that. Okay, so this is from Stardust. This is from December 8th. Hunter Avallone is amazing for being there for his girlfriend during such a traumatic experience and taking care of her. There is not a single person in this space more Chad than Hunter.
Well, hey, the Wojak meme came true, I guess.
I hate to laugh, but you're not wrong. Oh, man. Well, I understand what she's going through, but I don't think this should have been posted. Well, I mean...
Yeah, like I said, I agree to an extent that it's a little bit...
Yeah.
You know, and even with the video of her crying or whatever, like I said, I feel really bad for her. I do think she's opening herself up to maybe some more unnecessary bullshit from ignorant people than she needs to.
Yeah, I agree.
She's gonna have to deal with people being like, well, you left this guy because he was abusive to you and all this, but so why do you feel so bad? Why are you crying and all this? And it's like, hello, this was still a person that she loved and was with for a long time. Like, grief is a real thing. Like, come the fuck on.
She was with, again, guys, she was with this man for 11 years. 11 years, over a decade. That's how long I have almost been, or married anyway, married to Mr. Huck. Okay? It'll be 11 years in June of 2024. Okay? Now, granted, we've been together longer than that, but that's not the point. It's that's still, it's that you.
I agree, May 1st. I think crying videos are really fucking gay, but at the same time, it's a little bit different when it's like somebody who got shot at and had their ex shoot themselves in front of them, and also, a little different.
And also, I think the other point though too is that this also could have been to give her the benefit of the doubt. to, this could have been a coping mechanism for her
Bro,
too.
she is like, you can tell by the way that she looks in that video and like the long pauses. That girl is fucking, she's probably dissociated out of her fucking mind right now,
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah. So she posted, Stardust posted that.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that this is like the only one that I accidentally posted out of order.
That's fine.
This was technically Stardust's first tweet about it.
This one?
No, the one that we just read. This is her
okay.
third tweet. Yeah,
okay.
We went a little bit out of order, but it's fine.
Okay. So this is from Stardust from the 9th. I should have said this sooner, but Holly is amazing and did nothing wrong in this situation. True. You deserve to do what you want with your life, and you are beholden to no one. I am sorry for what you've gone through. You've been the bravest in this situation, first leaving an abuser and then surviving one of the least predictable situations possible.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, true. No one.
The people who are exactly. That's why the people who are like, oh well, he put air tags in your shit. You should have known. You shouldn't have been there. You're not gonna assume this kind of thing. Like, you're not gonna assume that somebody's gonna do that kind of thing. Like, I just don't understand the fucking logic. Like, did none of these people who leave these comments, did none of them have like loved ones? Like, even if it wasn't like an ex or whatever, like a current partner, what if it was like one of your family members, like your brother, or your sister, or your dad, or your whoever? Like, would you assume that they would do something like that? I mean, if the answer is yes, then fucking maybe get away from your family. But
right.
In most normal situations, that's not the case. So
right. No, I agree. And this is also from December 9th. Yeah, okay, so this is a little while later. This is a few minutes later that she posted this. The number of people who spent the last 2 days justifying domestic abuse and a potential murder-suicide. You are all deranged, sick, and society's worst specimens. I hope you never reproduce. The human race will be worse if you do.
True. Real.
None of you have any moral authority to lecture others on degeneracy ever again. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
Yeah, she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
But of course, Twitter also only offers us like the worst of the fucking worst when it comes to human beings.
True. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's the last one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's the last one from her. So then we have this one. This is from John Doyle.
John Doyle is a comedian / Republican who he debated Hunter before, like in real life they debated.
The name sounds familiar. I can't think of who he is though, off the top of my head.
Part of the reason why I saw this tweet was because Xander Hall quote tweeted it. Like I said, this guy is like a well-known. He's a right-wing guy or whatever, / comedian. So.
Gotcha. If I were to probably see his face better, I probably would. The name sounds oddly familiar. But he said, I am happy that my good friend Hunter Avallone and his girlfriend are safe. Hopefully he will listen to himself. Beg the police to hurry as he lets his woman block the door from their estranged lover after having suffered a gunshot, and reform his anti-police positions, which he uses his platform to promote. Oh, God. I trust he will also begin to promote stand your ground and castle laws, and perhaps even purchase and train with a firearm. Fewer social workers, more good guys with guns, I think.
Yeah. For the record, he was quote tweeting like the video, the video that Hunter had posted about it. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it really, because like I'm pro-gun or whatever, like I don't have an issue with it. And it's just I've seen a few different arguments of people like, well, you would have been a lot safer if you had a gun, and they're not wrong, but like,
yeah,
not everybody can have a gun in every situation. Like, that's just not how that works.
Yeah, true. No, so. I agree. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Pidgey. Time and place. I agree. Hey, Badwick. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. That's no. Whew, man. Yeah, no, that's a little out there to me. Yes. Okay, then we have this one. So this is
Yeah.
also from John Doyle. Which
These are
one's from-
screenshots of Hunter's like past takes about like police reform and etc.
Okay, so reform.
Okay, reform the police. This is what I was talking about earlier. I couldn't remember if he said defund or reform.
Reform the police system now. That's from May of 2022. How many lefties still over Biden boosting funding for police they never read? Passed the headline, which makes it clear Biden boosted funding to support communal policing and better, less violent training. Okay. I don't know anything about that, but all right.
Biden do that?
Huh?
Did Biden do that? I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. Sue Joy this is from last year. Okay, so from June last year. Genuine question: in a town like Uvalde that spends 40% of its budget on the police, do you think that their budget shouldn't be cut at all? Okay. He responded, their budget should be spent more effectively. Reallocate the funds to support more community policing, better training, and more emphasis on de-escalation rather than shooting first.
Bruh, that's a horrible fucking take. That's such a bad take.
Yeah.
Especially considering he's responding to a reply about Uvalde of all places.
Yeah.
Because like that was where that school shooting happened.
Yep.
And the officers that were part of that fucking were massive failures.
Yep.
Massive failures.
Agreed. 100%.
So I mean, like,
yep.
I agree that the police need reform in that regard, 100%. Like they need,
yes,
they need better training.
Oh yes, I agree in that aspect too. Yes, and that was my first thought, and this is just a tweet that he tweeted out about the shooting. No, I agree. I think that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess to an extent, it kind of, he's both like to a degree, it does support his argument a little bit, but at the same time, it's not that great of a take.
No. It's no. And again, using past comments, and again, I know that a lot of people do this in the political sphere, especially using past comments or tweets or something like that to use against them if something happens to them like that. I know that that's a tactic that some people tend to use, and I get that. But at the same time, yeah, that at the time when that take was, or when he said that take, that was no.
No, it was mainly just the last part of that take that was really dog shit. Because
I agree.
That was the fucking problem. They didn't shoot. That was the fucking problem. They stood there for an extremely long period of time and did nothing.
Yep,
So
I agree. Yeah, and that was absolutely horrific, and I still, even to this day, feel for the people of Uvalde. That was absolutely horrific. Okay, let's see here. Oh, do we want to show this picture?
Oh, is it the one of him holding guns?
Yeah.
I think I just put that in there because I was thinking about putting it in the thumbnail. But like, I don't know. You can pull it up if you want. It's just a picture of him from his right wing days.
Yeah.
Stop
so
being a
that's
feminist. That's great.
This is something that he posted. How when was that posted? Do you know?
Forever ago. It's super old.
Okay. So yeah, this is something that he apparently posted himself. Damn! Look at that. That is huge. That's a bit excessive in my personal opinion, but again,
he had a gun.
Just me.
If only he had a gun on December 8th.
That's what she said.
Look, it's It's funny. Sorry.
Wait, did you just say if only he had a gun on December 8th? Okay, that's what I thought you said. I mean, you're not wrong.
Disavow. I disavow. Okay, I disavow what happened. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, disavow too.
Just in fact, if he did have a gun that day, things could have gone a little differently.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But disavow the situation itself, yes, but you're not wrong in that aspect, no. No, I mean, damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn. Oh, this is why I love you. This is exactly why. Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention, I'm expressly not anti-police. I'm even against the liberal slogans like
Okay.
defund the police.
Yeah, this was I had screenshotted it because I guess I didn't notice that it was in one of the other ones, but yeah. Yeah, because I only snagged this because I saw the other tweet and I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
wait, your stances seem a little, yeah, so, but yeah.
Okay, and then there's this one. Okay, so this Sergio Salas guy comes up back up again.
Oh my god, here we go. Yeah, this is great.
What's the context of what you said over the phone? I mean, that's fine. It's a free world. Say what you want, but stand on that shit and fucking at least have protection. Laugh my ass off. Who the fuck talks shit over a phone to a known psychopath who you know has your address without being armed?
This is the part I'm kind of confused about because, like, where is the information coming from that he himself talked to Conrad? Because from everything that's been posted,
it was her.
It was her talking to him, not Hunter. So I don't know if maybe, like, obviously Hunter's like a streamer. I don't know how frequently he streams. Maybe at some point he mentioned something on stream that these people clocked and I'm just not aware of it. But as far as I know from everything that's out there, it wasn't him per se doing it. He did post about it, but that's not him talking to the guy.
No. And again, like I said earlier, maybe as the story progresses and more stuff comes out about it, maybe we'll find out if he actually spoke with him or not. But from everything we've seen so far, it was only her.
Yeah, his response to this guy though is fucking wild. Oh my god.
Is this what he quote tweeted him? So is this
the next one? Go to the next one.
Okay. So hold on. Is that the next one? Oh, okay. So is this his response?
This is his response,
Okay.
yeah.
So
and this was on, when did he post this? On the 9th. So this was the day after him and his girlfriend got shot at. And his response is, let's debate today. I can't wait to expose how stupid you are.
Wow.
What?
Well, oh no, look at her response. You were going...
I saw her response, and I'm not gonna lie, my initial like thought process upon seeing her response is like, why are you typing this on Twitter? You guys are, I think, together. I don't know. Why are you typing this out on Twitter? And also, it kind of looks like she's fucking tard wrangling him. And I'm like,
yeah, a
what
little bit.
The fuck?
Yeah. You are going in and out of denial and anger. None of these people even matter, babe. If it helps you feel like you have control in a powerless situation, then I understand. Just know that you have nothing to prove to people that weren't there. We did so good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
100% tired wrangling him. Like,
oh yeah, 100%. Yes.
Why are you trying to go on stream and debate motherfuckers the day after you got shot? Okay, you know what? Maybe he is a fucking Chad. Maybe the Wojak memes really were right.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe
he's such a Chad that he can get shot at and debate bro on stream the next day. I guess.
And then this last one. Oh, this one's interesting. Yeah, this one made me my eyes wide.
This was today.
This was today. My one complaint about this year is that it just hasn't been eventful enough. Are you fucking kidding me?
For me is the icing on the cake where I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see why people don't like this guy. I can see why people don't like this guy. I can see why they think he's pretentious and like fucking stuck up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, are you for real? Like,
yeah, that's no.
How fucking? I just am wondering what his girlfriend, I guess they're dating. I'm wondering what she thinks about him posting things like that. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing, dog?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's my thought too. Like, if Mr. Huck or anybody else that I was close with was posting shit like that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
It does honestly seem a little clout grabby to me. It really does. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of seem like he's getting clicks for this, and I don't know. again, I'm only saying this about him. I want to be very clear. I'm only saying this about him because I don't know anything about this Holly girl.
Yeah.
And I don't think that she clearly is not exhibiting the same behavior as Hunter is about this situation.
Oh no, she's not. No, not at all. No. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Hold on, entertain the chat. Don't get me banned. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I guess. Quick, everybody, what's your favorite slur? No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. And maybe just what? If only Conrad were British and his only offense was a kitchen knife, then he would have just been stuck outside the apartment screaming against the front door like a cat. That's horrible. I mean, arguably that probably would have been a better scenario than him having a shotgun, I guess. But, a knife is still a deadly weapon, Pidgey, don't forget. Alright. So no therapy. Yeah, my girlfriend got shot, but this year just wasn't very eventful. Let me see if I can get another ex to try and tear gas me. I need to pay material. Well, he does seem to have like a reoccurring history with exes, I guess. His own ex, this girl's ex. I don't know. It seems like it's been a pretty eventful year for him. I think he's just fucking. Maybe this is what Beckett was talking about earlier, where he said like he's just so used to like the Twitch bullshit that it doesn't bother him. Maybe Hunter's it's like the same way. He's desensitized to shit. I can see that because those Twitch bowl people are fucking insane and they're so stupid.
Okay, sorry about that. I was literally holding that in for like the last 45 minutes.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, goodness. It was bursting. I was like, yeah, anyway. So what's going on here? Are you fucking insane? Holly and Hunter are publicizing this way too much. I would have to agree.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I'm not. Well, I agree, sort of. Like, I don't know if I feel that way about Holly.
True. Yeah, true.
Maybe she shouldn't be posting online, but she just does genuinely just seem like somebody who went through something really fucking traumatic, and maybe her way of coping is like posting about it online.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hunter is another story altogether for me because I just don't know how I feel about that. I think he's, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But what I was saying in the chat while you were gone was that I'm wondering if like this is not what Beckett was saying earlier, where he talks about how Twitch bowl people are like super desensitized to shit, and so they just are like it's nothing to them. And I almost wonder if that's not kind of the case for Hunter, that he's kind of like just a really desensitized person. So it's like his reaction to it is very different than what the normal person's would be.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a very good point, actually. And that's why it's hard for me, and I'm sure it's hard for you, to wrap your head around that and to think that way because we're not like that. You know what I mean? And it's hard for me, especially, and not me especially, but for me to wrap my head around that, to be so desensitized to that I just can't think that way.
I mean, I can to a degree.
Yeah, I can too, to a degree, but not with this.
Like, I mean, I don't know. And that's part of the reason why I say that to a degree I don't know if I could, because I've never been in a situation like that specifically. But I've been in many a situation, and I can understand like because the way his tweet comes off, the whole nothing eventful has really happened this year or whatever, it comes across kind of like cope, and it probably is honestly just cope, dealing with whatever. But when a lot of traumatic events happen to, like, I don't know anything about his life or whatever, but when a person experiences like a lot of traumatic events in their life, it can desensitize them to the point where like when they're in a situation like a really traumatic situation or super stressful situation, like for me personally, I just like dissociate and go into like a airplane mode, if you will.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
everything just gets internalized. And so I can kind of I could give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe that's what's going on with him, where he's just really desensitized and this is his way of like coping.
Mhm.
But I do think that that's like a really generous, handout that I'm giving him, because he does come off a little clout grabby. So
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit. No, I'd have to agree. Well, if we find out any more about this, guys, or if anything else comes up with it, we'll probably give updates if need be, or as it comes up. But yeah, so that's I don't know if we'll hear any more from it. I'm sure that there's going to be other people that are going to be covering this as well too, if they haven't already. But yeah, this situation is just crazy, and I wish nothing but the best for the both of them. I hope that they both get help. I hope that they both heal from this, and I hope that they can, learn from this situation as best as they can.
I hope they take a little break from the internet, especially Hunter, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
I agree.
she's hard enough too. She hasn't been posting that much, and what she's been posting has just been like, like being grateful for people's support or whatever. I do think it is a little bit sus that they have a GoFundMe. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what?
It is a little bit sus. They do have a GoFundMe. I don't think it was either one of them that made it. I think it was somebody else that made it for them. But they do have a GoFundMe.
Oh, Lord have
which
mercy.
is like a little. Again, I just. Again, I don't know how I feel about it.
Fairy, do they need it? Well, that's a good question.
I don't know. That is a good question. I mean, like Hunter Avallone himself, I guess does okay online streaming or whatever. So I don't know. Like I don't know what this guy's income looks like, but I don't know. She seems like she's just like your average small streamer, because when I first saw this story pop up, she had less than 10K followers. She might be almost, because she's been growing slowly in followers since all this has been coming out, but she, like I said, she was like less than 10K on Twitter. So she's not, obviously she probably doesn't have as much financial security online as maybe Hunter does, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if they need it or not. I'm just very jaded to the internet, and when I see GoFundMes, I'm like,
Yeah, no, I can
That's not
understand
to
that.
say not every GoFundMe, some of them exist for a good reason, I guess, but like a lot of the time I'm very cynical about it.
No, I understand that, and that's especially what you've seen. Yeah, no, I get it. Like we've established this before. You've been around a little bit longer than I have, in terms of seeing how, not just with this community in general, but just how the internet works as far as how that goes. So
GoFundMe scams are common. They're
exactly.
common.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it. They are 100%. It's good to be suspicious of that kind of thing, because again, that's your initial reaction, and you're like, okay, why are they doing this? Like, what's the purpose of it? And again, there are stories of GoFundMe scams and things of that nature, sadly, that make people jaded in that regard. So I get it. But who knows? And so all I can really say, and I think that you would agree, that we wish them both nothing but the best. I hope that they get help, more importantly.
I hope she does.
Yeah. She especially, yes. She especially
needs
yes.
it. I think Hunter might be mentally disabled enough from Twitch poll to survive, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe. And I hope that she gets help, and that she, is okay. And again, like, as the story progresses, well, she's not wrong, Fairy. I hope that as the story progresses, we'll keep you posted and see if anything else comes up that's newsworthy or that's update worthy. So we'll try to keep an eye on this and just see what happens. But so yeah, that's all that we really had at the moment. So did you have anything else? Did you want to take any callers and just kind of see what?
I don't know. Does anybody want to call in about it? Say in chat, because I'm not going to bother posting the link if you're not going to call in.
True. If not, that's fine. We'll just, we'll just go ahead and end it here. It's not a problem, but I was just curious. I didn't see anybody in waiting at first, so I wasn't sure
I
if
was
they
kind of
were.
hoping Brick would show up, to be honest, because he's been pretty vocal about it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was kind of
surprised
hoping
he's
he
not
would show
here.
up.
I am on. Thank you. I'm honestly surprised. Thank you for reminding me of that. I am honestly surprised that he's not here either, because he usually is.
I was hoping he would pull up with some good Hunter memes.
Shooting your ex is fucking stupid. You guys hit this one on the head. Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I appreciate it, you guys. Thanks for coming out here. This was a good stream. I think that thank you to Beckett as well, for calling in and for giving context and for watching that video with us. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, we'll just keep a lookout if anything else comes up with this and try to follow up with it as much as we can, or depending on what happens, we'll see. But just a quick update for you guys too as far as this week goes. Tomorrow, there is no stream, but on Wednesday, I will be on Knox Archives live stream, on his channel, going over a story. I'm not sure what story he has. I think he told me prior, but I can't remember off the top of my head, and I feel bad. I'm sorry. It was like a week or two ago that we scheduled this, so my brain is everywhere. But yeah, be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. That'll be at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Thursday though, Megan, you ready for this? You know this, but the audience doesn't know yet. Thursday we will have the lovely.
Oh my god! Wait a second. I forgot that Brick and Banana made a song, or no, Brick made Banana make a song.
Oh, that's right! I forgot about that too. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I totally forgot about that too. Thank you. Okay.
I don't know if it should be on stream. I haven't listened to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, it says the video is unavailable. Video has been removed by the uploader. Oh, I guess it doesn't exist. Wait a second. Let me check myself, because I know that they fucking posted this link in a bunch of places.
Okay, yes, go ahead. Yeah, let me know.
I don't know if it's I like I said, it's we probably should like look at it before.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
I think Banana did it actually. Did he? Yeah, it was Banana that made it.
Yeah,
I think.
Banana.
If he removed it, then dang it.
Oh.
Yeah, because he went ape crap and he posted it everywhere. That was Saturday night, I think, that he did all that.
Oh, here we go. I think I found it.
Do you want to listen to a little bit of it before we play it? Or what do you want to do?
Oh, this is King Brick's stream about it. No, I don't want that.
You wanted your Brick Nana slur raps? Well, I'm sorry, Pidgey. We gotta screen it first. I'm sure that it's okay, but still. Knowing Banana, though, you never know.
It's probably nothing worse than, this.
It probably isn't, but at the same time, it's best. Yeah. Love Banana, though, don't get me wrong.
Dude, I
His
know
music
that they
is fire. He overdosed on cocaine energy? Yeah, probably.
They did take it down. It's deleted.
Oh, well, dang it. Okay, well, shoot.
It probably wasn't
appropriate. Yeah.
YouTube friendly, I'd say.
All right. Well, there went that. Oh well, that's okay.
R.I.P.
Yep, R.I.P.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to listen to it though.
Yeah, I kind of did too. But well, you know what? If no, not Tipster. Stop it, Skelly. God damn it. Anyway, but on Thursday, we will have Gospel of the Lamp. Mr. Lamp.
Yeah.
Will be here on Thursday. I'm very excited for
Which will be cool. Because he's been like MIA from the community for a while.
Yes. He
left the community for a while.
Yes, he did. He will be back back with us, I guess. He's been on here before. He came on with Badwick when we had Badwick on the first time around, but he we'll be coming on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun. Be on the lookout for that. I think that we scheduled it for 7 Central, 8 Eastern. If anything comes with that, then we'll let you know. But yeah, the interview's been a long time coming. Yes, exactly. Yes, I'm very excited for this. So yeah, that'll be Thursday. But then Friday we will have the locale gals. Friday we will have all 3 of the locale gals. Yes,
Wherever the fuck they are. Wait, who are they again? I have no idea. Oh wait.
Well, one of them is
Something
a Pizzle.
Something Pizzle and
something
that one girl that dates Andy Worski. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, we will have all 3 of the locale gals here. That'll be a lot of fun. There'll be Leia, Jessica, and Liana will all be here. Bunch of crazy women. Yes, exactly. So yeah, they will be here Friday. I believe at 7:30, 8:30. So be on the lookout for that too. Fun-filled week this week, guys. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun too. But yeah, did you have anything else, Maggot, real quick before?
Oh my god, Nintendo Mailer and Skelly really arguing in chat again? Can you guys like get a fucking room? Holy shit, bro. Every time you two are together in this motherfucking chat, you're arguing like gay ass little retards. Shut up.
I'm
arguing DMs. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I agree. Take it to the DMs, guys. Or yeah, no, guys, stop it. Yeah, I agree. Stop it. Knock it off. Anyway, did you not have anything else before we head out?
No, I don't got shit. Okay. I'm out of here.
Alrighty. Well, I will talk to you later then, my dear. Thank you so much for everything. 07's in the chat for Maggot for getting all that together for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, and yeah, but thank you again to Beckett for calling in, and I will talk to you later, my dear.
All right, I'm out.
Okay, bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head out here too. Great stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up. And yes, a big, huge thank you to Maggot for getting all that together. That was amazing. That was a lot to it, but you know what? It was well researched and it was well looked into. So yeah, like I said, if anything else comes up with this, we'll let you guys know. That's, update worthy or whatever happens. But, I believe a certain someone by the name of Leia something is live right now. Let me double check. Ah, dang it. She just ended. Okay. Well, Stardust is live. So let's go raid Stardust. So let me get her channel here. Okay, here we go. Skelly, knock it off. Stop. Nintendo Mail-In Skelly, stop. Leia was experiencing technical difficulties. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay. Well, here is the link for Stardust stream. Go raid Stardust. Go tell her it's KHuck raid. Go tell her, say hi, give her all the loves. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Great stream. And we will see you guys back here, Thursday night, it looks like. So we will talk to you guys then. Hi. Oh, Brick, now you show up, Brick. Now you show up. Now you do. Dang it. You butthead. Let me get some music here going for you. Hold on, give me a second. I thought I had a song pulled up, but I don't. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Streamer fail. Alright. Okay. We're going to end it on this. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you guys again on Thursday. Bye, guys.